All right, everybody, welcome back to the FFG Network. Thank you for subscribing and watching. Today, we're going to be talking about what is Saquon's Barkley's value. I've seen this question a lot, so I thought I would go ahead and answer it for whoever you guys are out there that own Saquon Barkley. And before that, I would just like to say I have recently made a Twitter and a Facebook page. It's called Fantasy Football God at the FFG Network. If you can go ahead and follow me on there and subscribe on YouTube as well if you haven't so far, I would appreciate it. Thank you, G Nation. So, Saquon's Barkley's value in a Dynasty League, I believe, is extremely high, and it is warranted, seeming as he came out as a prospect looking like a generational talent, and all he did in his rookie year was look like a generational talent. He is the 101 basically everywhere. Everywhere I've seen in redraft, dynasty, any type of format, he is the 101. But I know the question is, what is his value? So what I believe you can easily get back, or trades that I've seen for him, you can easily get back a young RB1 in return, a young wide receiver one in return easily. You can get a stud RB1 and a stud wide receiver one, young guys, right easily back. I've seen. I saw a ridiculous trade where somebody had Juju and Alvin Kamara on their team, and they gave both those pieces up for Barkley. And I think I don't remember if they gave up a first and or a second. It was those two players plus one of those rookie picks, which is ridiculous. I would say now if your question is, should I trade him? I think it depends. I would definitely not trade him if I wasn't getting extreme value back. But here's where you should trade him. If you're in a league that you start less players, so you don't start as many players, I would keep him. I would keep him if you're in a league that doesn't start as many players. So if you maybe only start two running backs and two receivers, one quarterback, one tight end, I would keep him. In leagues where you don't start as many players, you need a lot of those elite players, a lot of those top 3, top 5. The more you have on your roster, the better. If you're in a league that starts a lot of players and you need help, so if you're in a league that starts more than that and you need help, I would trade him to get more pieces around me. Like if you're rebuilding. If you're in a league that starts more players and you look at your roster and you're fine, I would also just keep on to him. But if you're in a league that starts more players than normal, for example, and normal is irrelevant to a lot of things, but I'll give you an example. Maybe you start 2+ running backs, 3+ receivers, or 2 running backs, 3 receivers, 2 quarterbacks, and you have or a super flex, and then you have like 2 flex or 3 flexes, so like something that starts a lot. And again, in your roster, you look like you need a lot of help in your rosters, I would go ahead and try to sell him so I can get as many pieces as I can. Again, his value is so high that you could easily go from a rebuilding team in those leagues to a contender just by selling Saquon Barkley. I hope that answers it. If you have any other questions on that, just leave it on the comment section below, or feel free to shoot me a tweet or a message through Facebook. Thank you, G Nation, for supporting me, and keep on watching. Any videos you want to see, just leave them in the comments below.